All right, folks. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you can hear my audio. We're a little late to the stream, 13 minutes late. My apologies. It's been a while since I've streamed. Got everything ready, and then I realized I was signed into Twitch on my streaming platform, so I had to sign out, do all that stuff again. No bueno. By the way, how does the audio quality look? We are streaming today on the Insta360 link. This is the camera everybody has been raving about. I should say webcam. I think the quality is pretty good. We're streaming in 1080p right now. I've done a little bit of testing with the capture, in 4K and stuff. It's legit. I've got a full video coming soon, as well as an entire breakdown of like the best webcams of 2022 for all different budgets, just in time for the shopping season. That'll be coming very soon, but I can say right now, as a little live stream exclusive, this camera's the king right here. Granted, the cost is a little bit steep. I believe it's $299. Let me verify that really quick. It's $299. It's $300. So it's about twice the price of the Elgato Facecam, but I would say it's worth it if you are like producing. Like, I would feel comfortable, and I've even experimented a bit with the idea of like making this webcam like my main YouTube camera. There's some pros and cons. I do use a teleprompter for a lot of videos, and webcams are not very teleprompter friendly. So Violent Matters. I wasn't sure that it said violent or violet. Violent Matters. Good morning, sir. Thank you for joining the stream, and thank you for the compliments on the intro here. Is the quality coming out? Yeah, quality's coming out good. So here's what we're going to do today. If you have not been following along, especially in the Discord and Twitter is where I post a lot of updates too. Last year, I wouldn't say it was last year, like late November, early December, I launched TechAudit.tv, which was a deal website for PC gaming setups, and the community can post deals and upvote them and stuff like that. It was really cool. And then I realized, wouldn't it be even cooler if instead of always relying on humans to find the best deals, we just build something that goes out and finds the deals for us? It's not perfect yet, but it's pretty dang good. And I want to demo that today. And this is 100% free for anyone to use. It's already publicly accessible. Click on that. I guess you don't click. I'm in YouTube mode right here, YouTube VOD mode. But TechAudit.tv is the website. Mobile friendly, desktop friendly. And let's take a look here. We're on the wrong screen share. You want that baby full size up here. So I want to give you the full experience. Let's go to Bookmark Manager. Let's remove bookmarks. How do we make this as big as possible while still keeping that bar? That's probably good. I would go like full, but then we can't move around as easy. So we'll go there. So this is it, TechAudit.tv. And if you are looking for something in the chat, or if you're looking for something and you're in the chat, drop your questions, whether you have a purchase question on, like, maybe there's something that you want to know if it's actually a good deal, whether it's on the site or not. And like I said, this site is not perfect, but there's going to be a lot of research added to it, including price history, which could be really cool. There's a lot of data behind the scenes that's just sitting there. The front end of the website is just not currently grabbing it. But again, that is in progress here. So hold on. I just realized I haven't notified the Discord gang yet. And I always notify the Discord gang. Let me pull them in really fast. Log in. QR code. What the security going on here? Hold on, folks. I totally spaced notifying Discord, and I am loyal to the Discord gang. So if you're not already in there, down in the description of this video, you will see a link to our community Discord. And that is where I am. Oh, they got a new devices beta. That's cool. Scan QR code. I have 2FA on, so it's only scan QRs. Yes. You're in. Start talking. Perfect. All right, I'm in Discord here. So yeah, like I said, and I'm gonna go through the Discord. So if you are from the Discord gang and you've just been waiting, you didn't even wait for the notification. And if you have dropped a question in the Discord, I'm gonna go through that as well. So 2 places. If you wanna make sure I get to it, obviously drop it in chat and I will check that. Otherwise, I'll get to that in the Discord. And I'll make sure I get to as much as I can. Oh, they got a new feature, Streamlabs, called Collab Cam. Looks like you can bring people in. That is big because a lot of people have been using a StreamYard for like interviews and stuff like that. So having a solution like that is really, really cool. I want to experiment with that, but we can't today, Brandon. Stay focused. All right, let me grab the I hate having just 2 monitors for streaming, which is what I'm doing right now, and it's hard. If you're just like chilling and playing games, this is perfect. But when you're doing something like what I'm doing, where I'm like bouncing in between a million windows, then oh my goodness, and it's on a horizontal or it's on a vertical monitor. Okay, here we go. Okay, and Discord gang is notified. That's all the notifications we need for now. All right, so let me show you how this site works. You go to techaudit.tv, and the easiest way to think about what it is right now, it's going to become so much more, but the easiest way to think about it is like Trivago or Expedia, but for PC gaming setups. And we'll expand into some more PC products as time goes on, but right now the focus is gaming PCs. So the monitor deals that you're going to find are typically going to be, not every single one is a gaming monitor, but it leans heavily towards gaming monitors. You know, the mice, keyboards, the PCs, everything is with gamers in mind. And the front page, this is all automatically curated. Every single section kind of has its own criteria of what it looks for in a deal. And again, it's going to get smarter over time as user data comes in, as historical data comes in, and we kind of learn what users want and what really makes a good deal. Jake Tech Bites in the chat. Welcome, my man. Currently at the fair. And on YouTube for a live stream. That's my kind of guy. Thank you for joining the stream here. So then we got, popular deals under $50. Again, it's all pretty straightforward. But the true power, this is great if you're just kind of browsing for stuff, and we'll change this over time. But the true power is that you can just go here and type in something like gaming monitors, and it goes through a massive database. I believe the exact number right now is 8,398 products that have been vetted to some degree, some better than others. It's not just complete garbage making it in here. And then you can click on these and you can see if it's listed at different places. So by default, it will show what the lowest price is. And let me zoom in, especially for you guys on mobile. That'll just make it easier. You can see here that this 144 hertz monitor, the cheapest price available according to our database is $252, and you can see where that price is. So Walmart, it's more expensive. Amazon, you can just click on that and go right there. The other cool thing is it shows what the average 90-day price is, not the MSRP. So it used to just be like, hey, here's what the list price is, right? That's nice to know. And that data, we're going to have like a whole new data set showing pretty soon. And when I say we, I mean me. But when I say we, I mean like I'm building this for you guys. So all of the features and crap that I'm building out, it's from feedback that all of you send. So if you're using it and you're just like, I really want to see something like this, like suggest an idea. There's a little thing down there at the corner. You can just click on that, send your suggestion, or if you've got an issue or whatever it is, let me know. But the number that you're going to see on all these cards is what the 90-day average is. This means on average over the last 90 days, this is what the product typically sells for. Now, this data is technically from Amazon. So if it's consistently sold for higher or lower on something like Best Buy or Newegg, as of right now, that's not being tracked. Long term, it will track all of those as well and then come up with like an ultimate average. But Amazon is pretty darn accurate, a pretty good pulse on the market. So it's just good to know. So this monitor right here, you can see it's 252, or I guess you could say 253 on Amazon. And let me, this is annoying how my, you can see the prices there. You can see that the average 90-day price is $224. So this monitor right now is actually $25 more than what it typically sells for. So you don't even need a graph showing the historical data there. You can just see it right there. Now, granted, graph data is coming. So there's going to be a lot of cool stuff that is coming your way. But you can make this search super smart. So my favorite is the budget aspect. Like I already know, hey, I do not want to spend more than $300 on a monitor. And as you fill it out and you just kind of click outside, you can see, boom, it pulls in a new set based on that criteria. The search is very, very young right now. There are some bugs that I am aware of that are being fixed. Some of it is my fault. A lot of it is not my fault. It's from the software that I use to build all this. Their developers made some updates and there's some regressive features there. But you can see here, we can really make it like, if we ever see stuff that comes in and this is not what you're looking for. For example, if I said like, I want a gaming PC, because the search does not fully understand the context, it's just looking for products that like mention this, right? So you're gonna see something like a mouse. Well, this is a gaming PC mouse. Like, you know, hey, it works. So that's where this product category will make it smarter. So you can filter it. So, hey, only show me gaming desktops. And over time, again, this is all gonna be smarter as I build it out. So we're in beta right now, all right? But we'll say that my budget is $1,000. And I only want stuff that's at least 4 stars or above. And I don't want to buy a PC that has less than 50 reviews on it. Boom. There we go. We can see a lot of Amazon ones. We got some Walmart. We got some Best Buy ones here. So there you have it. It's just a really, really easy way to shop for stuff. You can search for like SKU number or stuff like that. That was a new feature that technically hasn't been announced. Every week I'll announce in the Discord some of the new stuff that you can do. That's a small one that most people aren't going to care about. The one that is in the works is if you're looking at a deal, for example, if I'm like on this, oh, look at that, it's $5.49. I can just grab this URL or any URL that you're looking at, go to the Tech Audit TV website, and then just dump in your search. Now, right now, it's not going to work. It doesn't know what that is, but that feature is in the works right now where it will identify, oh, it's an Amazon, it's this product, boom, it'll show the product right here. Kind of like how if I search right now for just the ASIN number, you can see, oh yeah, I know this product. It's this one, and there it is. So that right now, it's a very, very simple thing. It's a great research tool. So if you want us to do some of the work for you, we kind of have some criteria based on just usage and what mathematically makes a good deal. But at the same time, if you just want to search and do your own research on stuff, like there's no power supply deals on the front page. And even with these, like right now, I think one of the criteria for the front page is to be under $350. So you can see the most expensive one on here is like right on the dot there, $349 almost. But you're not going to, if there could be a $700 monitor, that's a great deal. That's not going to be featured on the front page. So let's see here. How can I assemble a PC? Do I need to get specialization? No. I am one of the biggest idiot, and thank you, Cat Gamer. 010 for joining the chat. I'm one of the biggest idiots on planet Earth, and I myself have built a PC. The first ever PC that I've built is, I don't think you'll see it. Oh, you can see it. That right there is like, I guess I built PCs when I was a teenager. Times were different then in how they were built. It's just different. It's just different now, and it wasn't built as like a gaming PC. So like as an adult who took a long break from PCs, you know, going into the Mac world, I came back, switched from Mac, and I built this PC. I think I pulled up I want to say it was TechSource. I just searched like how to build a PC, and his video is #1. And I literally just followed along when I bought my part. So PCPartPicker.com is great for kind of speccing out your PC. And what I like about that is it's not necessarily always going to be the best at like showing where the best deal is. So you want to cross-check that with Tech Audit TV site. But what's really nice about what they have is compatibility built in. So, you know, based on the motherboard that you have entered, it will show you which parts are compatible with that motherboard. And for a beginner, that's really nice. And even if you're an advanced PC builder, it's still nice just to have some of that legwork done, even though you start to get the hang for what's compatible with each other and what's not. The greatest. Did you go from the to the? Or have I just now noticed that? But welcome, our one and only Call of Duty king in the chat. We got Mr. Sean Wonder and Wonder Tech. He switched over. I have a hunch. Wonder Tech, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. We got emojis all over the place in the chat. So anyway, there you have it. Let me know if there are any, like, if you've used the website, obviously at any time, just go to techaudit.tv. But let me know if there are any features that you would like to see. I mean, I got a massive list, so odds are I'm working on it. But you know, just to let me know. Well, you went from the to the. That's when you've leveled up in status. So congratulations, you are now the greatest. There's a difference. The greatest of all time. All right, well, let's find some deals. I know we got some in the Discord that have dropped some questions on stuff, and now's a great time to do those. And I believe, suggestion, the current stream's bitrate, what's it saying here, is 51,000 higher than the recommended. Oh no. Hey guys, how's the stream? Is it like crazy slow? Hopefully not. I have my stream settings on like what I record at with my bitrate. So it's like hella high quality. But that's not necessarily good for streaming. That makes an uncomfortable sound in the microphone there. Some ASMR. All right, let me pull up Discord. And again, I don't know if a lot of people know this. I mean, if you use Amazon every day, you'll know. But Amazon, if we go over to the homepage, Amazon Prime Day Part 2. Is this the first time that they've done 2 Prime Days in a year? Or they're calling it Prime Early Access. Basically, they're trying to get ahead of the holiday shopping instead of waiting until November. Now October is the we can see every bead of sweat, and that's just in 1080p. I will say though, this webcam does show the sweat so much easier than the DSLR, which I don't know if I like that, to be quite honest. But anyway, early access sale. I have not actually looked into like what they're promoting here. So if you got Prime on October 11th and 12th, obviously that is the day. Check out the Tech Audit TV website, because you know that everyone else is going to be doing deals. In fact, if I go to like Target, are they already promoting some dumb event that's like the same thing? October 9th, a fall collection for attire drops. So nothing that they are advertising at the moment. What about Walmart? Nothing that they're advertising. I guarantee you, though, on those days, they're going to be like, holy crap, insane deals today. BestBuy.com. Same thing here. And then what about Newegg? So Newegg data at the moment is currently not available on the Tech Audit TV website. But obviously in the world of PC gaming, I know some people are like anti-Newegg. I get it. But they're still a big player in the PC building and gaming industry. So we can't just ignore the deals that happen over here. And so I am, that is one of my top priorities, is getting Newegg data in. It's kind of a pain in the butt the way they have things set up here. So which webcam? I am using the InstaLink 360. This is the webcam everybody's talking about. And I will say the hype is real. I was skeptical. All these big YouTubers came out, you know, not like the PC YouTubers. It was just like the big tech ones, and like they were almost all sponsored by InstaLink, if that's the company name. So I was hesitant. I mean, granted, the footage looked really good on the samples, but when I actually got it, I was like, holy crap, this is incredible. Also, it has the ability just to flip into portrait mode, which if you're like at a desk and you want to quickly make some, you know, YouTube shorts or TikToks or whatever, this makes it easier to do that without having to like get a camera or your phone out and then record in portrait. So some pretty cool stuff that you could do with this, and obviously more coming on this webcam soon. A big roundup. I also have another stream planned. It's just not in the system yet. It'll be later this week. I've got 3 gaming chairs that have been sitting in my front room for like over a month now that have not been unboxed. So I'll be unboxing those gaming chairs, and then I will be doing a massive comparison between all of the gaming chairs. So stay tuned for that stream later this week, most likely on Thursday. I wouldn't have known it wasn't a DSLR if you hadn't mentioned it. Looks great. Yeah, it's a great looking webcam. Like, this looks good. I mean, granted, the DSLR adds a little bit of like the blur in the back, but there's ways you can blur things a little bit here. And yeah, we're only at 1080p, so like on 4K recording this, it looks really incredible. So then that you'll only be able to tell like on a YouTube video that I'll record, and you get the full quality footage. Live is a bit compressed, especially this one, because I'm trying to have like real-time chat as much as possible. All right, so let's go into the Discord and let me hop through some of the recent questions. All right, we got this from Monroe, looking for some good, cheap external storage to toss games on. Anything under the $100 range. And Zetsy has already thrown a product on here. Let's check it out. Let's see how good Zetsy's deal finding skills are. And more importantly, let's see how good Tech Audit TV's website is. So here's one right here. This one is an external hard drive. And obviously hard drives for your games, they're going to be a little bit, the loading is going to be slowing. The gameplay is going to be the same, but like the loading will obviously take a little bit longer if you're like playing constantly. So the idea here is that if there are games that you're not like obsessively playing all the time, throw those onto the hard drive so you can still fire them up every now and then. But 6 terabytes for $90, that's pretty good. Let me throw this in and see if it's actually being tracked by the Tech Audit TV website. Make sure our pricing's looking good here. Okay, we're gonna throw this right there, throw that down there. And my search is not working. For some reason right now, I have to put those codes in quotations. We still don't have it, so I need to add that to the database. But let's see what we do have for hard drives. It's a terrible search there with. And then let's go biggest savings, product category. Let's go external hard drives. This is a USB external hard. Oh, he did an internal. But he was looking for external. External storage to toss games on. I mean, I would prefer Zedsy's route here of like just get a hard drive and put it in. Like almost every computer case has the space for extra hard drives. They have little like bays where you can throw that in. So I would recommend that unless you're playing on a laptop, then external storage makes a little bit more sense. But so let's actually lean in that direction of going hard drives, internal, and let's see, 1 terabyte. So the other thing that it's going to be in the works, it's definitely a priority, is just being able to filter by the different specs of a product. So for example, like, hey, only show me hard drives with at least this much storage. Right now, I can search that. So I could say like, hey, 6 gigabytes of hard drives. Okay, now we'll find, and again, category hard drive external. It just reset those hard drive internal. $69 right here. What do we got here? Where'd I get that price? Did it change since I last updated it? $75, $69. The price changed here. And it has not updated. 75 for this Dell Seagate. Oh, it's a 3.5 inch. Why does that look? Oh, I see what they did. That is an interesting looking. It's a very boring looking hard drive. They showed underneath at first. I was like, where's the casing? $75 for 300 gigabytes. Wow. That's really good. Oh, 6 terabytes. I'm over here saying gigabytes. 6 terabytes. Okay, yeah. That is a lot different. That is a lot different. I need to get this in the dang database. I need to save that. So yeah, that right there, that is a great, great deal. $89. So I don't have the price tracking on here, on the website, since it's not being tracked. So I'll add that to the database. But I do have a subscription to Keepa, which is actually where I pull a lot of the historical data from. And let's see, let's go to track. And let's just check this product out to see, because right now it's on sale, but is it actually on sale here? So $89. When I look at the data, why is this taking so long on this site? So on average, over the last 90 days, it's $100. So $10 cheaper right now than what it's normally sold at. And we can look at this history here. And let's get rid of the list price there, Amazon. So yeah, it usually hovers, but yeah, it's not been this cheap in, I mean, at least since July, it hasn't been this cheap. We could back up a little bit more if we wanted to, but yeah, this is a good deal here. So let's look at a year. By the way, folks, chat, one important question. I want to add price graphs to it. It won't be starting out, won't be like dynamic like this where you can like comb through it. But what I'll do is like, I'll basically have it so that it shows like, hey, here's what the price is kind of thing. So you can see the side, like the numbers and the new offer count. So like you'll see a graph like this. What's most valuable to you? to see a price graph like this over the last 365 days, like this, or like just like the last 3 months. Because the 3 months is nice because it is a little easier to read and it's also a little bit more accurate. But the nice thing I like about a year is I can kind of see patterns of like, well, last time at this year, did it go on sale? To kind of see like, because I like to look at the upcoming shopping season, right? So I can see last year, this specific hard drive, I mean, on its best days was $110 on Amazon. And then, I mean, obviously there was, economic reasons for that, not having the big drop. You can see here over the spring, it started to drop a little bit. And, then it kind of went a little bit back up. And now we are at one of the best lows that we've seen for this in at least a year, $90. So let me know what you think in the chat, whether it should be 90 days or a full year on this. Let's see. Or for Plex or home server. Was that? Looking for, toss anything. Oh, wait, were you asking WonderTech what the storage was used for? In this case, maybe you're asking something different. This one is for games. So yeah, this is a great one to toss games on. And I'm also just curious here. If I'm going to create a shorter link here. Let's just go check out TV deals, generate the link. It's copied. I'm going to go into the video description here. And I just want to see if it actually shows up for you guys without having to refresh the page, if that makes sense. So this is admittedly a little experimental. Shopping, come on. Guys, I need more monitors on this setup. Edit title and description. All deals found at this. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna say 6 terabyte internal hard drive. And I'm gonna save it. Now, for those of you watching, let me know if you do see it pop up within the next 30 seconds. And if it does, let me know if you're on mobile or on desktop. Or if you just have to refresh. But I don't want people to have to refresh. Because in that case, any deals that we come across, we can just throw them in the description there. Since I don't currently have a place where I'm adding them on the site and you can just find them all in one place. That will happen soon. So great find by ZC. And yeah, that's 6 terabytes. That is more than you need. But for $89, gosh, that's a good deal. I actually might pick that up because I am expanding my home server for my Plex server, WonderTech. And this would actually be a great find there because I'm starting to ramp up on the videos here. Do we live in a sim? Says, I want to upgrade to a nicer computer with nicer specs. I found this one on Facebook Marketplace. It's got a 3070, a Leon Lee case, AMD 3700X, all for $1,500 used. Is that a decent deal? Zetsu says the GPU's okay. I'd be looking for a 5000 series Ryzen or at least an 11th Gen i7. Yeah, for that, for $1,500 and the fact that it's used, I think you could do better than a 3700X right now. But yeah, 3070 it's a great card. I've got 3070 in the PC that I'm using right now, and then I've got, I think, a 3070 Ti on my main gaming computer there. And then back over there, we got the good old 1660. Not even a super, just nice 1660. So let's just quick take a look here over on the site. Let's close this out, close that out, close that out, close that. And let's just quick see if there's what some of the hot deals are. Right now for the PCs, it is Amazon heavy in terms of the database. But these are all under $1,000. What's the most expensive one on this list? 909, 3700X. I mean, yeah, right here you get a 3700X. We're at 909. What's the GPU that comes with it? 1660 Ti. Not the, you could definitely do better on that area there. But that explains why it's 909. 16 gigs of RAM. Half. The other thing I always recommend, if you're buying a PC for gaming, just don't, if you are absolutely on a budget, then don't go under 500 gigs, but I would do everything you can to at least get a terabyte of storage on your PC in total, because games, some of these AAA titles, man, they really rack up the storage usage here. What do we got here? i7 10700F. This is $849 over on Walmart. It's got one review, 2 stars. 1660 Super is $850 though. See, and this is where some of the criteria will come into play, or some of the sub stuff where I can go to the advanced search, because that's really where it's going to be super, super powerful, is I can say hey, I want a gaming PC under this budget, but I also need it to have at least these specs. What's available out there? The biggest hurdle of that, kind of a behind the scenes insight here, is the data is kind of available. Every merchant somewhat displays it, but they don't push it out in an organized fashion. It's on their website. They have it in there, but the way they feed it out is super, super disorganized. So it's a matter of do I just pay someone to go through one by one and just start with different categories like monitors? And we're look, we just want the screen size, we want the panel type, we want the hertz, we want the response rate, and we want the resolution, and maybe some other things there. But going through all those products one by one and then just entering them in a database is very, very time consuming. But at the same time, building something that can comb through all these products to find the sporadic data it could take a long time as well. So it's kind of long term, something needs to be developed that can find it. But from what I understand, even PC Part Picker, they've got people on the team who are literally combing through that stuff as well, and manually fine tuning the product so that the attributes, the product attributes are up to date and accurate. All right, so let me go back out here. Sorry, I left the chat. Has not shown up on Android. I figured, just giving ideas at the time. Oh yeah, well hey, yeah, the home server. I'm probably gonna buy that after the stream. Had to close the stream and reopen it. Lunch break is over. See you later, everyone. Wonder Tech, thank you for joining. And again, if you are looking for something or have got your eye on something, let me know and I can look around for you. I'm also kind of working on some content of what, just what some of the best deals are. That'll be a super fast-paced video kind of thing. The idea of the live streams is that we can kind of hang out and just see what deals are available right now, specifically for people who might be in the chat. So even though most of you are at school or at work right now, so you might not have the most time in the world to go through some of the stuff or to get help. But If I do answer a question in the Discord, what I'll try to do is I believe I can clip it afterwards. And so I'll clip things and then I'll share the clipped link in the Discord. So again, if you ask a question in the Discord, I'll get to that and find those deals for you. I hate how disorganized my second monitor is right now. It's driving me nuts. Okay, so there is that. We don't need this music right now. We need Discord. There it is. All right, let's see here. Trying to look for questions related. A lot of questions. We do have someone who, for $1,000, they're wanting both a PC and a monitor. When it comes to monitors, it kind of depends on the GPU that you have, but for the most part, assuming it's a decent gaming PC, it's going to be able to support 1440p. And I think the 1440p 144 hertz for a gaming monitor is really the sweet spot here. Let's just say monitor. Normally you wouldn't have to put this in quotations, but again, there's some weird thing happening where it's just not showing up when I don't put some of these things in there. Let's just say 1440p. And then let's filter this by like biggest savings. But we also don't want poorly rated monitors. And let's just see what we got for under 300 for this. This one looks good. 27-inch curved 1440p 1 millisecond. Dang, this is a good deal. It's 181 everywhere right now. Average 90-day price. So this is the cool thing about it is this actually a deal or is it always priced that? Well, no, average 90-day price is, and that's not the list price. It's average, what they're finding on Amazon is that it's around the $230 range. So you're saving, what is it? If you hover over, it'll actually show you the dollar amount. So 20% off, which equals $46.17 you save on this monitor right here. 27 inches. I think 27 inches is a great size. ViewSonic's a great brand. Super, super popular on Amazon. You got the AMD FreeSync, which is compatible with both your AMD cards as well as GeForce or NVIDIA. And then we've got 144 hertz. This is a solid build. I think the curved is unnecessary, but it's not a bad thing for it to be curved. Maybe that can get annoying depending on where you're placing it if on a multi-monitor setup. But that is a good deal, man. I for my 27-inch monitors, it had the same specs as this, and it was a gigabyte one. And it's been a great monitor. Hold on, let me check out, or should I better check out the panel type, because sometimes that's what changes everything, where it's it's this kind of, it is an LCD and not an LED. Why can I not see the panel type? Someone have it in here? An MVA panel. Is that just VA? I've not heard it called MVA. Oh yeah, it says IPS at the top. Or does it not? That's what this person was just saying. Usually this is right up there. See, this is where it'll be nice when all this data is pulled in. And I can even just see it all from the Tech Audit TV website. If I type in IPS, does that show up? IPS. ships, that's going to show up. Yeah, see, this one says IPS. Yeah, look at that. So that's the difference there. Okay. I'm getting less excited about this because the equivalent monitor that they have with an IPS is $299. And that sounds, that's about what you're going to pay for a computer with these kind of specs. You can get better deals than that for sure. So with this, we're just getting a screen type that's a little less quality. It'd still be a good experience. I mean, if you're someone who's on a budget and like you can't break 200, because it's going to be hard. It's hard to get a deal for 27-inch, 1440p, that high, frame rate, or I should say refresh rate technically, which equals high frame rate. At least the frames you'll be able to see. IPS, usually a good deal is like 250. Like if it's 250, it's usually a good deal. It can get lower, but that's often like what you'll see for like a good deal. So 181, that was suspiciously low. That's why I was getting so excited. But it looks like it's not an IPS panel. And I'm not even sure if it's a VA panel because a VA is also not bad. In fact, VAs are great for like really good, like a lot of like Photoshop. It's like it's good deep blacks and everything. And typically VAs are more expensive. So it's kind of interesting that it said that IPS. Oh, and all these reviews I think are for, that's how Amazon does it. Like all these variations, I think the same reviews show up. I could be wrong. Panel type, NVA. Okay, is that just a VA? I feel like an idiot here. Let's go to trusty Reddit. Skeptic Ahmad, welcome to the chat. Good to have you here. Yeah, NVA, VA, or IPS. I will not pick TN. NVA is just another label for VA, not really different. Okay, that's what I figured. I was like, is there a whole new category coming in or something? Oh boy, I need Streamlabs open. I just heard a Taco Bell bell. Does that mean someone followed or something? Where is Streamlabs? Nicholas Kurtz, thank you for the subscription. Coming in clutch. All right, so yeah, I wouldn't say it's a bad deal though. I'd still say it's a good deal. I'm not going to say like it's just obviously it'd be nice if it was an IPS panel. So I still like that deal a lot. And then let's just add IPS to my search here. Granted, I've got to now redo some of this stuff. Okay, there we go. We only got 4 of them showing up anyway. 189, 1440p, IPS, 27 inch. Is this the monitor we've been looking for, folks? Only like $9 more. It's from a brand, admittedly, I have not heard of. So I definitely haven't heard from them. It's notice the frameless design, as they call it. Super, super thin bezels. Dang, that is super thin. That is beautiful. And we've got all the specs that we like so far. 1440p, 27 inches, IPS, 144 hertz. Let's see. Response time is 1 millisecond. If you're new to response times, my general advice is for gaming, definitely don't go above 5. And honestly, between like 1 and 5, unless you're a super, super competitive gamer, you're not going to notice a difference. But ideally, you want 1 or less. And honestly, 1's great. And 0.5 is like the best you can get for a response time. And that's essentially the response from when it receives an action to when it displays it on the screen. So again, you're likely not going to notice. Even 5 milliseconds is great, but 1 is a nice cherry on top here. How are the reviews on this thing? I mean, this is a newer seller, it looks like. 109. It's got 4.3 out of 5 stars. Let's look at the back ports here. I mean, geez, this might be my favorite deal of the day. It's got VESA mount capability, so if you want to mount it, that's another nice addition here. I mean, again, I've not heard of the brand. Oh, and it's got DisplayPort here. It's got HDMI, USB. So it looks like those are the only ones. And then audio. So if you want to hook your speakers up directly to the monitor instead of going through the computer, you can do that. Or I guess even your headphones. That's a pretty good deal. I like this deal a lot. I'll add this to the queue. I think what I'm going to do is after I record, I'm going to make a quick video just kind of highlighting some of the top monitor deals that you can get, maybe at different budgets. But this is a little bit more of like what you would expect here in this range here. I mean, BenQ, it's a good brand. HP, Pixio, they've been around for a while. $260 for this one. Normally selling last 90 days $255, so not a deal at all. And I don't even know if Amazon's claiming it's a deal. $30 off. That is in the works right now. So I was actually coding it before the stream started. Right now, full disclosure, the site is not factoring in coupons. So there are some stuff that you'll see where it's listed slightly higher than what it sells for. Most of the time, it's not. Most of the time, there's not coupons going on. But in this case, the true price is not $260, it's $230. And that changes things because now that is actually lower than what you'd see it normally selling for, $255. So I expect to have that feature ready to go and live by the end of the day. So like ready for tomorrow. And then it takes about like 4 to 5 hours to like collect all the prices for Amazon, like across the whole database is kind of how it combs through. So on average for all the products on the website, everything's usually updated across all of the retailers, anywhere between like 2 and 5 hours on like rolling. So every 2 hours, for example, Best Buy is updating and Walmart, I think, is every 4 hours. So we're kind of playing around. We don't want to be super, super intensive right now where we're like slowing stuff down or breaking things. We're kind of just making sure we got some stability here, okay? All right. I love this deal. This is awesome. 260, and I think, yeah, IPS, 165 hertz, a little bit better. And I'm guessing this is an LED screen. IPS. One millisecond. Bum, bum, bum. HDR. Where can I see the panel type? See, this is where it's like, I mean, just look at how messy the data is on Amazon. And then I'm supposed to pull Amazon's messy code and teach code how to read it. My human eye has a hard time going through it here. Is it LED? Yeah, it's not saying. Regardless, it's a great. It's a good deal, $230. Like I said, Pixio is a little bit more of a reputable brand. So while that's not as cheap as what you're going to see over here with this one from Crua, you're going to be spending what, $40 more? But you know, I'm sure I could dig in a little bit more to see like the pixel density and stuff like that. with the, or like the dynamic contrast, 50,000 to 1. Yeah, some of these things are kind of messy. Oh, dang. This is saying 1,000 to 1 contrast ratio. And then for Pixio, dynamic contrast. I got to learn a little bit more about that. Because here it's saying 1 contrast or a static. Oh, 1,000 to 1. So it's the same here. And then a dynamic 50,000. I'm not as familiar with dynamic, so I need to read up on that. If you're familiar with that in chat, let me know. Speed up my learning here, but I think we're due for a part 2 shopping tutorial for gaming monitors. MIW, welcome to the chat. If I'm saying that right, still haven't got a monitor yet. I was going to get an Asus 120 hertz monitor because I play on the PS5. Just haven't pulled the trigger yet. Violent Manners says, I've picked up an Asus 120 monitor for my Xbox console. Worth the money. Asus 120 hertz. Do we have any of those in the database here? Let's see. Asus. I'm going to put that in quotes. Again, it's annoying right now. That is also in the works here. Oh, $949. My goodness. 43 inches. I mean, I guess if you're playing like on a console, you're kind of sitting back a little bit. You got the 4K 120. I mean, this is definitely PS5 friendly, right? Because PS5 technically supports 4K at 120. It's just the vast majority of games do not. And this is not cheap. $950s. I imagine that's it's definitely not the one he bought. Violent Manners. I imagine that would be the case. This is essentially a TV, but technically a gaming monitor. So it's going to be an incredible picture here. I imagine this is out of most people's budget. But yeah, if you have a link, try to send it in chat. YouTube can be annoying to where, I mean, I get what they're doing, right? Like, they don't want spamming in there. So you might try to send a link and it might not send. Try to send it. And if not, let me keep looking around here. Asus 120 hertz monitor. And then I can cross-check back into my database to see what we got. See, it's so dumb. They have all this data here. So it's like, just spit it out to me in a better format, Amazon. 120 is not even showing up as an option. What the heck? And here's one thing I've learned about 120 hertz monitors. They're not as common as like a 75 hertz or a 144. Most monitors in that area will typically jump from like 75 up to 144. I mean, there's even somewhere I think they're like 100 hertz. Those are way less common. So it's not a bad thing, because sometimes you'll get a better deal on a 144 hertz monitor than you would a 120. And even though your PS5's never going to utilize the 144, at least for now, you will at least, you'll get a better deal. And hey, it could always be a monitor that could double as like a PC gaming monitor, or if you have a setup where you're just using a monitor for work, whether it's with a PC or a MacBook or anything like that, and then you've got your PS5 on the desk, you can have both plugged in and then just toggle between the two inputs. And obviously, the 144 will be taken advantage of for I guess if your Mac, there's nothing. I mean, watching movies, that's going to be, or even YouTube, it's going to be max 60 frames per second. So video editing is not going to go above that. Low use cases that you'll get, that you'll need the 144. I guess you'll notice the scrolling will be smoother and whatnot. Other than that, you're not going to see much benefit of the 144 there. Correction, this is the monitors. This is the one that Violent Manners just got. Let's throw this in. And I'm curious if I've got this in the database. If not, we got to do another monitor pool. Gaming monitor. Where's the... there it is. There's the beautiful ASIN number. Oh, baby, we got it. Do we? Right? 189, 90-day average, 188. We can see it's pretty much the same price everywhere. Were we already looking at this one or no? Oh, no, 24-inch. So 24 inches. It's a 1080p, 165. Is this the right one? Wait, is this the one that's on the home page right now? Yeah, it is. Oh, no, it's not. This is a 27-inch one. I mean, I would get this one over this. This isn't a bad monitor, obviously. Lots of people bought it. High ratings. It's not on sale right now. It's selling for what it usually sells for. Whereas this one here over on Amazon, also a 1080p picture, IPS monitor, you're getting more refresh rates, which again, even the 165 is overkill for a PS5. I picked it up at Best Buy, went with 24 inch because of limited desk space. That makes sense. And for me, I started gaming on a 24 inch, loved it. Time of my life, 2020. Then I upgraded at the end of 2020. I went from two 24-inch monitors to, actually, I went from a 21 and a half to two 24s to three 27s to now behind me, I got a 40-inch ultra wide, and then I've got two of those 27s on portrait. You can kind of see if I can get out of the way there. So that's my current gaming setup. Like, that's where I work during the day, you know, work on the site, write videos, stuff like that. And then all of the recording happens over here. This used to be my gaming PC. It was over there, but that's kind of the keep it aesthetically pleasing kind of thing, keep it clean. This desk is crazy right now with all the stuff on it. I'm definitely not going for aesthetics on this area, but that's because you, the viewer, will never see behind here. So there's no point in making it look fancy. But for $179 for this, the beauty is, if you ever decide you want to go PC, you got a great monitor. And it's just a good size. I like 27 inches. For 1080p, I wouldn't go above 27 because then your pixel density goes downhill a little bit to where the image will still be good, but it's just not it's not going to be as clean and as crisp as it will. So obviously, you know, the smaller the dimensions, the more packed in those pixels are going to be. It's going to look better. And this one, yeah, also a good response rate on this one, though, right? 0.5 response. I imagine that's what it's referring to. And then you get the display port. So yeah, the downfall of both of these monitors is that you're not going to get a 4K image, which, again, a lot of PS5 do support 4K. And for those kind of games that you're going to be utilizing 4K on, you probably don't care about high refresh rates. So like Call of Duty, you're going to lean towards, you want as high of a good frame rate as you can get, aka refresh rate. So you want to make sure that your TV or your gaming monitor will support that. So most of the games I play, I care about refresh rate personally, but other stuff, you know, maybe they're like adventure games and stuff like that, where like the screen's not whipping around fast all the time. you want that higher resolution. In that case, a 4K monitor will be great. The problem with 4K monitors is they still largely are, in my opinion, overpriced. If I just said 4K monitor, is that 4K going to work, or is it going to give me an error? Okay, good. 4K works. 32-inch 4K monitor. I mean, we got some decent ones here. I'm not sure what the frame rate is on this. 4 milliseconds. Yeah, see, it's a 60 hertz. So it's hard to get a monitor that's 4K and like at least 120. Let's go back here, and if I just said 120, will that break my stupid search? Of course, I gotta fix this. This is so annoying. So just by the way, if you're ever searching Tech Audit TV and you're like, why nothing pops up, that's a little odd. For some reason, like number and letter combinations are like not registering with the search. But if you put those areas in quotes, don't put the whole thing in quotes, because then it's only looking for stuff that like matches that entire phrase. But notice how when I put 120 hertz in quotes, suddenly some of these show up. But you can see here, I mean, we are already, we are out of budget on all of these. So, and certainly there's more out there that we'll be pulling in, but it's, yeah, it's tough. So that's where, now that PS5 supports 1440p, I would lean towards trying to get a 1440p monitor. But if you don't care and you just want good, high quality refresh rates, these are both great. But hey, one, you get 27 inches for $10 less. $10 less, you get more inches on there. Go ahead and clip that and use it however you want. All right, let's see here. I would love that step up. Currently using a laptop with a monitor for my podcast, video editing, game on free time. Yeah, it makes a difference. 27 inches is nice. But granted, if you can go 1440p at 27, the picture's going to look even better. But definitely, in my opinion, I would recommend not going above 27 inches for 1080p resolution. Skywalker in the house. Find RAM. Well, what kind of RAM do you want? Let's go to the home page. I know we got some RAM deals that are curated here at down here. Time to upgrade your RAM. I forget what the criteria is for this, but let's just do a search here. And let's go with RAM. And we want, let's go by the biggest savings. And let's just say 16 gigabytes. And so here's another, remember this tip if you weren't here at the beginning of the stream. Notice how when I type in RAM 16 gigs, it's pulling in all these pre-builds. Well, that's because my search is not, the context is not quite there. Obviously, I can do things that will say, okay, when they start with, this, like we as humans know you're looking for RAM sticks. This is just searching everything that mentions RAM, which obviously a lot of these titles do. So that's where the product category really helps, to where you can just go here and then gaming desktops. Boom. There you go. Oh, sorry. We're not looking for desktops. We're looking for RAM. I was like, wait, this is not what we want. We want RAM. So it gets rid of all those. Now we can see just the RAM. And then relevance. Let's just go biggest savings percentage. The best deals right now. And we'll say for 16 gigs. I'm assuming you want 16 gigs because that's usually what people are buying. They're upgrading from like 8. I recommend having 16 at the minimum for a gaming PC. We're starting to see, in my opinion, 32s starting to make a difference. Although even still, 16, you're going to get great performance. It comes down to like how much are you multitasking during all of that. So wow, it's already 11. It's almost 11:30. I have to actually wrap up my stream soon. So let's just say the budget's 100 for 16. This is not bad right here. It's 170. Is this accurate, or am I getting some? Wow, that's a crazy good deal. It's 8151, 16 gigs, Crucial, DDR5, desktop RAM. That's a good deal for 81 bucks for that. Let's see what else we've got. This is a 116. Oh, that's for 32. Wow, that's 32. That's a really good deal. That's crazy. 32 gigs. It's popular, 4.5. People like it. The one guy on Walmart didn't like it. Show us on screen. Oh my goodness, thank you. Jeez. Sorry, guys. My goodness, I'm over here just talking this whole time. Epic fail. Okay. You can see here, $81. Normally $170. It's $170 over on Amazon. It's $81 on Walmart right now. That's crazy. It's weird that they're listing the list price is $105. What are they listing? I mean, it's not $105 over here. But yeah, this is a good RAM deal. Now, if you're looking for 16 gigs, that's super cheap. That's like concerning cheap. What's the deal here? That's DDR3, so it's a little older now. I would say this right here is actually a good deal. T-Force, they're great cards. You get two 8 gigabyte cards. It's a DDR4, so it's good. 16 gigs. And you know, anything under 70, I feel like is really good for 16 gigs. You can get them as cheap as $50. Let's see what we got here. On average, this is retailing for $90. It's $65 right now, and right now we're seeing it. It's not. It usually is on sale for $65 over the last 90 days at least. Although it's saying 56. Where's it getting that 56 from? Some of the pricing, which it's updating right now, I have actually going through the database. It was pulling from down here. You'll be surprised. I was probably going to do a video on it. When you're shopping on Amazon, one thing that you're going to want to do is always, even if like everything looks good up here and it's a good deal, always check down here, because you will be surprised as to what, I mean, right here, you can see this is a different seller. You're getting free shipping. It's the same price as $65. But the other day there was a monitor featured on the homepage of Tech Audit TV, and if you clicked, it was like $151. Let me see if it's even still there. Or like $152. It's not here anymore. But like, let's see if this BenQ has anything like this. So it's $259, 10% off on Amazon. But if I go down here, you can see new and pre-owned for $170. That's a lot cheaper than the $260. So let's see what we have here. Pre-owned. Okay, so this one's pre-owned. But so again, you got to kind of go through it. It's not always, but I say always check, because in this case, the price that was advertised up here was like $250. It was similar to this. But then when you went down here, it was shipped from Amazon and it was new for $150. But the shipping time was just longer. So if you were willing to wait like 2 weeks for the monitor instead of getting it right now, then you would get that deal down here. But a lot of people don't look there. So I need to find some new examples so I can make a video on it. But that is where you can score some pretty good deals. But obviously Amazon, they know that impulse buying is a real thing and it's all about the money. And so they're always going to favor like the products that can get in your hands the fastest, because that is where they also stand out among all of their competitors. With Walmart and Best Buy, Amazon is just lickety split fast. And so that's always going to win out. It's not always the best deal here. Sometimes, a lot of times it is, oh, this is used or it's like new. I get it. You want to buy brand new. But always just check that, because you might find an even better deal. All right. After a lot of scrolling through my camera, I found a lot of pictures of monitors, and I was deciding between an Asus and a BenQ, and the BenQ monitor is the BenQ Mobiles X2510. Neil, welcome to the chat. Good to have you here. Evening. Where are you located? If it's evening, my morning is just started. I'm gonna guess UK, maybe area there. The BenQ. See if this is on the site here. Oh, there it is. See, this search is so stupid right now. Pisses me off. Oh, Sinky. Okay. Our good friend from Ireland. That's so weird. I don't think I've ever seen your real name on here. But yeah, now I'm like tying the profile pic. Big Sinky, welcome to the chat. Good to have you here. A Discord OG. Oh, wow. This was like unscrewing. This comes off and the bottom comes out. I'm pretty sure you were just on it. On Discord? Or on this? Or are you talking about this page here? Yeah, I was on it. I just I was double checking the Tech Audit TV database to see if it shows up here. So we got two models here. One is what's the difference here? Why am I getting different? So this is 1080p. BenQ Mobits LED. Let's just go here. Let's look at this more expensive one. So here we've got this one selling for $259. The 90-day average is $400. So this one's dropped. We'll dig into that to double check accuracy there with the chart. But here we are getting 24 inches, 144 IPS. I mean, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say not worth it. I love BenQ, but not worth $259 for this. First off, you can get more real screen real estate there. The 1 millisecond's fine. The IPS is great. The 144 hertz is great. I'm sure it's a great monitor. It's just this is not what I would call a deal. If this was 1440p, which I don't believe it is, it's 1080p, I would say awesome. Goodbye. Otherwise, I'm a little hesitant on that one. And then let's go to this 181. I mean, we're essentially looking at the same thing here. And this one, like, this is what I would pay for a good deal on a 1080p monitor. Oh, this one's renewed. That's why. Okay. Okay, that's good to know. I need to have some sort of badge on here. I need to write that down to make it very clear that this is a refurbished product. And when it comes, there's a lot of products I don't like refurbished on, but there's others where I almost exclusively buy refurbished. Like all the cameras I buy, I always buy refurbished. What else have I bought? Like stuff that I'm wearing or whatnot, like headphones, I don't want refurbished. I want them brand new, even though they've been cleaned and all of that stuff. With monitors, very often it's someone got the monitor, there was something wrong with it or whatever, and then Amazon goes and they, either Amazon or the manufacturer, it usually says in this case, This product is refurbished, fully functional, and in excellent condition, backed by the 90-day guarantee. Clean, so by Amazon. So some vendor that Amazon works with, professionally inspected, tested, clean. I mean, it's gone through everything. Excellent condition. Like, you're not getting even like new. These things feel like they are brand new. So, so it gives you all the details here, but you're usually saving a considerable amount of money, because if you buy this brand new right now, you're paying $260. So you are saving a lot of moolah, and this is typically what you would spend on a. So it's interesting because this doesn't show up as a deal, because for a refurbished product, this is what it sells for. But when you compare it to the original brand new, you're saving a considerable amount of money for essentially the same product. Now, having said that, for $179, I still like this monitor up here, where I'm getting 27 inches. I'm still getting 1080p, but you're getting that IPS, you're getting the 144, you're getting the 1 millisecond response time. So you're and it's Asus. It's a good brand. It's not like some off brand that you're rolling the dice on. So, and this is refurbished too. So again, you're getting a good deal here with this refurbished monitor here, because, man, 27 inches. It makes a difference, in my opinion. So I would still go with that 27 inch on there. So one thing I want to double check on this. So this is selling for $259, and the 90-day average we have on here is it normally sells for $400 over the last 90 days. Let's actually check the charts on this. We'll go over to our little database. And if you are just joining and we're not here earlier, this data is going to be available on the Tech Audit TV website pretty soon. I have all the data there. It's just not showing up, but we can see track product. We want to see the buy box price. It doesn't have that much going on here. I mean, yeah, even earlier this year, it looks like it was selling. It would have these drops, looks like, that they go on sale, back up, go on sale. Back in the day, though, AKA last shopping season, October at this time, it was selling for $230. So it still hasn't recovered from whatever happened here. Interesting how a lot of the data goes missing here, but the list price always the same. So yeah, with the BenQ one, I would say there's better options. Let me close some of these windows out. All right, folks, this was fun. Learned a couple things about the site along the way of things we've got to improve, but obviously keep this baby bookmarked. And really, most importantly, like, the thing that you can do that would be the absolute most valuable is just to try out the site. And then if you have a second, down here, you'll see this little pop-up. It'll annoy you the first time you go. I mean, you can give feedback. You can just, if you like it, you can just say that you like it. But anything helps right now. Like, I really just want to make it valuable for you. So whatever your concerns are, let me know, because this is for you. And if there's something that prevents you from coming back or taking it serious, let me know so I can get those kinds of things fixed. That would be very, very helpful here. Would you mind looking at the Asus Tough gaming? Yeah, let me quick throw that in. See if this shows up. And then let's put it in quotes. See if that changes it. Okay, so we legit don't have that one in the database. It's another one to add. Asus Tough. I wonder if it's because it doesn't have like a lot of reviews or something. Let's take a look here. $248 right now. since I don't have it in the database, and let's check over here. Yeah, new from 248, same thing. So putting price aside, again, for this amount of money, everything looks really good except 1080p. You could get, I think a comparable monitor to this would be the, it's actually the one that I'm using right now. It's the Gigabyte G27Q. Now this one's more expensive right now, and Amazon typically has not been the place to get this particular monitor, but this will go on sale this shopping season, and I believe over like on Newegg, you typically can find it cheaper. What's this one? Is this the 1080p one? The tough? Specs. 27, yeah, 1080p. Do I have the G27Q on here? G27Q. Wow, why is that so expensive? G27, 40p. What's the difference here? I love looking at. I feel like monitor deals are like my most favorite deals to look at. I don't know how you guys are, but I really want to make at least the monitor shopping on the website really, really good, because and I think there's a lot of cool stuff we could do. I'm also working on essentially a quiz kind of thing. You basically answer a bunch of questions about your budget, about what you're wanting to use your computer for, things that you do on your computer, and it will take all the information and then it will recommend you a list of monitors that fit that specific need, which will be really cool. But I can't do that until I first have all of the products like spec'd out to where the database knows like these monitors are this resolution, this refresh rate, all that kind of stuff. So anyway, right now this monitor is not on sale, certainly not on Amazon, but it'll usually retail for like $330. So that's why this is actually kind of high. But yeah, for this Asus tough one that you were looking at, I don't have it up anymore. I think there's better deals, which you can see right there on the website. It's a good monitor just for 1080p. When you're paying in that high 200 range, that's where I feel like, unless you're getting super, super high frame rates and like everything else is top-notch quality, you might as well bump up to 1440p, even if you're on a PS5. Yeah, MIW says, I need help with monitor brands. Who is the best between big list of brands here? Or is it just what's best for you? Thanks for taking the time to help me out. That's a good question. I don't cover brands. So Violent Manners wisely pointed out that there is a YouTube video I did, and maybe you found it. Maybe that's how you actually found me. But if I did a monitor guide, or I guess I should say a gaming monitor, maybe that still pops up. Okay, monitor guide, it's number 3. You can see here, it's the ultimate guide to buying a gaming monitor in 2022. I do need to do a new one because the main thing I didn't cover in this one is the different panel types. And I mainly didn't cover it because I didn't have like examples. But I don't know, I guess I can still talk. I don't have like a monitor of each kind to talk about it, unfortunately. And that would have made it more powerful. So I'll do a follow-up. I don't talk about brands, but I would say there's definitely some elements of like you're paying for brands, right? So like a Samsung monitor is going to cost more because it's Samsung. It's going to be good, but there's other brands, like we saw some as we were looking earlier at some of these deals of like that one, like the Crud, whatever. Is it listed here? It's one of the top ones. No, it wasn't. Do I still have it on here? I think I closed it. I got to go through my history because I was going to save some of those. Let me just type in Crud. Like there is this one brand I had not heard of. What? Crud? What was it called? Anyway, all those brands that you mentioned, they're all great brands. And so if you come across a brand that you've like not heard of, that's where honestly the best thing to do is just to look at the reviews. So if you're just searching straight on Amazon, right? Gaming monitor, and you can filter by reviews and stuff over here on the website, on the Tech Audit TV site. But like Kurui, I don't know how to say it. I've never heard of them before, but you can see here they don't have a ton of ratings, but more than would be fake, right? If there's like 5 of them and it's like, I don't know how quality this is going to be. But I would say pay attention to the ratings as well as the number of reviews. Anything over like 100, I think is great. And then for a new brand, and then obviously read the reviews to see what people are complaining about, and then check what the warranty is. So in this case, product warranty, click here. That's interesting. They don't have any warranty information showing up because usually with these monitors, oh, here it says 3-year, no dead pixel, technical customer support. So that's good. You don't have to worry about dead pixels popping up. And if something happens, after sales guarantee, let's see, you get 30 days money back, 6 months replacement, 3-year warranty. So I got a good warranty. So the nice thing is, if you pick it up and you hate it on the spot, you send it back, get your money back within 30 days. And that's, even with Amazon, I think they're probably forced to do that 30 days just because I think that's what Amazon is. But then even still, like if something breaks within 6 months, they'll replace it. In 3 years. Now, question is how good is their customer support? Because people can make claims, but then their customer support sucks. So you just do a little bit of extra research, but I'm willing to gamble on these newer brands, honestly. I have not heard of Innocent. That's the monitor that's behind me here. It's the ultra wide. It's been featured in a couple of the shorts that I've done. Haven't done like a long form video on it yet, but it's been great, and I've not heard of them before, and it's been a good monitor. So I say give them a chance, especially when you've got a lot of these safety measures in place. I found you through that exact video. Well, there you go. Isn't IPS panned top notch? Yeah, IPS is, I think, a good all-around monitor. Like a lot of people regard IPS as like the best kind of buy. If you're doing, you're going to get the best contrasts with a VA panel. But VAs typically are more expensive and like they're ideal for like, you're doing Photoshop or stuff like that. But IPS, you're going to get like, it's just good quality. It's a lot more affordable typically than a VA panel. And it's good at supporting like high refresh rates and stuff like that. So within the gaming community, IPS is great. Even with outside of gaming panel community, most people go for IPS. The panel you typically want to avoid, unless you're getting some screaming deal on it, is a TN panel. And the problem with TN is the colors are a little bit more washed out than what you would get on like an IPS or a VA panel. The advantage with TNs is that they are a lot cheaper to produce. So some people will actually, like, if you don't care about like all the deep colors and stuff like that, there are a lot of like esports athletes who game on a TN because you can just get like, they don't care about the color so much. They care about just getting super high refresh rates. You can get all that in the IPS. It's just you can get a bigger bang for your buck with a TN panel. So that's why IPS, typically you want to look for IPS if you're looking for like a good quality monitor without overpaying for stuff. Rabid Thor, welcome to the chat. It is 11:48. I unfortunately have to wrap things up. I've got some other meetings and some other videos to make and whatnot. So I appreciate everyone hanging out in the chat. It's been fun. We should do this more often. I hinted earlier in the chat or earlier in the stream that later this week I'll do another live stream. I've got 3 gaming chairs that I've got to unbox. So you can unbox those with me, hang out, ask questions, and I'll be unboxing those to do a big comparison with a bunch of popular gaming chairs to see which ones are crap and which ones might be worth buying. So that'll be a fun little buyer's guide just in time for the holiday shopping season. I haven't yet to buy a monitor. I want my first one to be really good for the PS5. I wanted 127 or 1440p with built-in speakers. And I would built-in speakers is great, but don't bank on that for your audio because I have yet to hear a PC that has good built-in speakers. You're better off buying a cheap pair of speakers to just put next to the PC, plug them in, and even that will be better quality than what you'll get with external speakers. So assuming you're using that as like your primary sound. So anyway, thanks everyone for sticking around and for the great questions. Stay tuned. We got some shopping videos coming your way, as well as some cool product features that have product features. By that I mean like some cool products I have not shown on the channel yet. Some cool gadgets for your setup. So stay tuned. Take it easy, everybody. Happy, what's day? Wednesday? Tuesday? Happy Tuesday, everybody.